soul family? Welcome back to the Pulse of the People here on Spiritual Rapture Studios YouTube channel. It's your girl Kamani back at it again with videos. This evening we will be discussing the significance of having the spiritual gift Clairsentience. What is Clairsentience? Clairsentience means clear feeling. It's a spiritual gift where someone can feel energy, emotions, or even messages from the spiritual world through their body or emotions without using their physical senses. How it works, in simple terms, people with clairsentience can feel other people's emotions even if they don't say anything, sense the vibe in a room, tense, peaceful, joyful, etc. Feel when something is spiritually off or dangerous. Get a physical sensation when spirit guides, angels, or other energies are near. Signs you might be clairsentient are: you often say, "I just feel like something is wrong or right." Being around certain people or crowds drains or overwhelms you. You get chills or tingles for no reason, especially during spiritual moments. You feel emotions strongly, even if they aren't yours. You felt sudden sadness or joy without knowing why. Real life examples are: you walk into a room and immediately feel tension even though no one is talking. A friend says they're fine, but you feel they're hiding pain. You touch an object and feel weird energy or emotion from it, like from old photos or antiques. You hug someone and feel a wave of sadness come over you. Wonder how to use this gift. Regarding healing, you can help others by understanding what they're feeling. Regarding protection, you can avoid unsafe people or places by trusting your gut. When it comes to spiritual growth, you can connect with spiritual energy or guides more deeply. Also, when it comes to helping others, your ability to feel others' emotions makes you a great listener or counselor. Now, there are things you got to be careful about. You might absorb too much of other people's emotions and get drained. You may mistake your feelings for others if you're not careful. It's important to set energetic boundaries and take time to recharge. Clairsentience is like having an emotional and energetic superpower. It helps you connect deeply with others and sense the unseen. But it's important to stay grounded and protect your own energy too. So, without further ado, let's get into the spiritual gift of clairsentience.
Signs you may be clairsentient. You are sensitive and others label you as too sensitive. You can feel other people's pain and emotions. You struggle being in large crowds of people. You notice temperature differences in rooms. Emotional movies and TV shows make you cry. Your mood can change unexpectedly. You can sense bad energy in rooms.
All right. Okay, y'all. So, if you made it this far, congratulations. All right. We are now on part 7. It is last but not least, we will be talking about clairsentient abilities. All right. Clairsentience is the ability to experience a sensation another is experiencing. Okay. Receiving info through feelings in the physical body. All right, so the 3 signs are: 1, to know when someone is sad, okay, with no physical signs, okay, or evidence. It can be any emotion, just know how someone's feeling, all right? You just feel it. They ain't even gotta say nothing. They may not even be acting different. No reading body language. You just know how they're feeling, all right? Number 2, the hairs on your arms will stand up or you get chills, okay, where you're sensing something, whether or not it is right or wrong. And then number 3, tingles in your body, whether or not something is right or wrong. You have now graduated the crash course of Claire Study by Soulshine. Congratulations!
Like, you ever get a chill, like when you walk into a room, or even get like a ringing sensation in your ear, or like a sudden pressure? Like, it's a reason for that, right? It's because something is being shown to you. Like, sometimes you might walk into a room and then you get chills, and it's like, all right, I've been here before, or something I'm supposed to, like, there's something in here I'm supposed to do or pay attention to. Okay. um like, actually ask your spirit guides, like, when you come across that, like, spirit, what are you trying to tell me right now? What is it that I need to know? And then see what comes to your mind. All right. Or not see, but listen. Well, actually, sometimes they show it in visions too. So the next time you have those chills or that ringing in your ear or that sudden pressure, just pay attention to it and make sure that you ask for clarity for it. All right, like, to see what it's about. Like, you actually felt that vibration for a reason. All right. So next time it happens, tap in, tune in, and then turn up. You feel me? All right. We'll see y'all in a bit.
Another one that makes it really real is clairsentience, clear feeling, where you feel energies. Anybody watching this channel has had this happen, where you walk in a room and you can automatically feel the vibe, feel the mood. You can feel if there's tension or if there's joy. Maybe you walk into a room at a friend's house and you're like, whoa, party, there's something going on here. And you go, oh, so-and-so just announced they're having a baby. And the whole atmosphere is about that celebration. And you could just, some people may even, with your sensitivities, be able to sense that when you're driving over. You're like, man, I feel really good. I feel really good. I feel really good. Your awareness is already tapping in to that space.
I can feel someone staring at me. These people really think I'm stupid.
It's killing me. I don't know what's going on with it. It really hurts.
Now my knee hurts. I feel like my mom's about to call me.
Hello, my friends. Okay, so you've determined that you're clairsentient. What's next? Well, I'm going to share a few ways that you can learn how to hone these beautiful psychic abilities of yours so that you can feel empowered and use them responsibly. The first thing is how to clean your energetic field and call your power back, because as sensitive beings, feeling other people's subtle energy bodies and their frequencies can impact you, and you don't want to carry that stuff around. So an easy way to clear your energetic field is to literally say, I call all of my power back in its most replenished pure state. I release all lower vibrational frequencies and entities from my energetic field. Boom! You are clear, my friend. And that's a way to ensure that you're not carrying around other lower vibrational energies.
The four clairs, clairsentience. This is being able to psychically, physically feel things. The energy of objects, of a person, of a place is incredibly strong. When you touch a pre-owned object or an object that was used by somebody else and you feel really good vibes or really bad vibes. Another example is doing a tarot reading and just feeling like a certain card is the one that you should be picking right now. You can exercise this ability by taking an antique object, putting it into your hand, preferably a small one where you could just like clasp it over, and you just begin to feel it and you begin to guess, okay, I feel like this person was from here, this person did this, whatever comes to mind. You will be able to feel the energy off bat.
Do you feel like you have the ability to feel energy? Well, you might be clairsentient. Clairsentient is different from being empathic. People who are clairsentient not only have the ability to read and feel the energy of other people, but they have the ability to feel and read the energy of objects, plants, animals, even locations. And in some extreme cases, these beings also have the ability to read the energy of a collective crowd. Because of this, these people tend to want to spend a lot of time alone. And if they do want to spend time with people, it would have to be a select few, and it may be a small group, maybe 3 through 4 at the most. These people are very sympathetic and they will like to listen to you. They want to hear you vent. They want to help you with your problems. But after a certain point in time, they do need time to recharge because they can feel drained from listening to you talk about your problem. These people may also not like being around cluttered spaces or junky spaces because energetically that tends to affect them. These people may also feel like their feelings differ from the feelings of other people because they're able to read and feel what other people or most people don't have the ability to do. So although your friends may be like, hey, let's go to this club, let's party, let's do this and that and that and that, you yourself may feel like we shouldn't do that or you shouldn't do that, so you may stay behind or you may suggest to do something else. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. However, if you are incredibly sensitive, you have the tendency to also pick up other people's emotions, other people's energy. You can be completely fine 1 minute and then pick up someone's aggravation the next. And now you're irritated, or you could pick up someone's anxiety. You could pick up someone's nervousness. You are literally a walking sponge when it comes to energy and emotions. And most of us are not aware of it, but sometimes you can even be influenced by ghost in a negative way as well, emotionally. How do you prevent this? Visualize, pray, or set the intent for a protective bubble to come over you, a protective bubble of white light, of love to shield over you, to protect you from energies that are not of your own. Now, if I'm surrounded around loved ones or someone who is, mostly lighthearted and stuff like that, my bubble tends to be literally non-existent. But if I know for a fact that I'm going to be around people who may be a little bit more emotionally negative, then I will tend to make my bubble a little bigger and 10 times thicker. You may have to do this a few times throughout your day because I do realize that sometimes the bubble tends to like fade after a certain point in time, so it will need to be rebuilt. But this should help you or prevent you from absorbing the energy of things that are not yours, that you don't want. Here's kind of a fun thing to do. Go into a location and try to feel the energy of the location and see what you get. Just ask your intuition what happened here and allow the information to flow.
If you feel people's emotions and energies, that means you have the spiritual gift of clairsentience, which is the ability to feel energy, to read and help people spiritually, and much more. And this is how to take advantage of it. I'm going to teach you a part of my hyper-awareness strategy, which I use with my clients in order to strengthen their psychic abilities safely. Right now, if you focus on what you're hearing, you'll start listening to sounds you didn't before. If you focus on your nostrils, you start picking up scents you didn't. And becoming aware of your gifts is the same thing. Now, the more aware you become of something, the more it grows because the more you're giving your energy to it. Sit down with your eyes closed and focus only on your breath. Scan your body from toe to head, and with each breath you fall deeper into your being and into relaxation. What do your 5 senses pick up? What feelings and sensations do you feel throughout your body? Do you hear frequencies you didn't before? What do you feel around you? Whatever you pick up energetically, you want to put your concentrated awareness on it, using your breath. And notice what you receive from this energy in the form of emotions, thoughts, feelings, sensations, visions. You will see a huge difference just of what you perceive using it as part of my hyper-awareness strategy, which I teach you in depth in the Higher Beings Experience. So to learn more, comment guide.
Being clairsentient is not for the weak. Like, imagine just walking in a room and feeling all of the energies in a room and being so drained by all of the energies. If you're clairsentient, you literally have to recharge after social events, because being around so many different people and their emotions is literally just draining. What's even worse is when you speak with people and engage with people, a lot of times you absorb their energy and it just naturally happens. Like, I've had to put in so much work to become more of a blocker, because if I'm around a certain person and they're either carrying strong rage, anger, despair, depression, it's almost like I absorb all of that energy, and sometimes it has put me completely out for days. Which, by the way, black stones are really good for blocking people. And if you are a clairsentient, if you are very just naturally empathic, get you some black stones. Obsidian is one that I wear, and it's like really good for like keep your energy over there. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to be intuitive and to be able to feel what other people are feeling. It does help me empathize and get to a level of understanding with people. I feel like better, but at the same time, this is a gift that I don't really know what to do with, because sometimes I don't want to feel what other people are feeling. Like, I just want to be able to be there in the moment and work off my own energy. So for my mood to be affected sometimes by other people and not even by choice kind of sucks. But, you know, one day I'll figure out what the purpose of me having this gift is. If you are clairsentient, I would love to hear just your thoughts about this.
Bread? Someone want bread? Okay, I don't know what kind of bread that is. Do I want bread? Do you want bread? Who wants? I understand you keep trying to tell me something, but showing me the same image of a fire over and over again clearly isn't getting the message across, so can we try something else, please? Did you just show me a message in Greek? I don't speak Greek! I have to write this down! Why wasn't I prepared? I don't know who's in here, but the whole chills up and down my spine, heat flashes, feeling like someone is standing right behind its Lucifonus, isn't it? Yeah, okay, got it. I have the overwhelming feeling that one of you is disappointed in me. I don't know why, I don't know what I did.
So here's 3 signs that your strongest psychic gift is clairsentience. Clairsentience is when you feel energy throughout your being and throughout your body specifically. So number 1 way is through your language. If you tend to use the words I feel a lot to connect or to communicate with people, then you're probably clairsentient. Number 2 is if you're somebody who always gets gut feelings. Like you just have like this way, it's like you actually can feel in your stomach, there's a pit if something's wrong, or if intuitively you're feeling like something's off about a situation, person, or thing. And people might be like, well, why do you feel that way? You might be like, I don't know, I just feel this way. That's another sign of clairsentience. Last one and third one is if you tend to get the shivers a lot, tingles, goosebumps, that is your body interacting and responding to the energy around you as you feel it. So you may not even realize it, but if you're someone who constantly is getting the shivers or getting goosebumps, if someone says something, you like, oh, you might like feel like a tingle or something. Or if you hear like a tone or even a song, you might actually have a physical reaction in your body to the energy it's producing. That's the final sign that you're most likely clairsentient, and probably maybe even it's your strongest gift.
You know, being clairsentient is not for the weak, especially when it comes to people. Just because they don't say it, it doesn't mean you don't feel it. Because sometimes I wish I could be that person that just takes what I see for face value and genuinely believe it, but I can't. I can feel what you're feeling. This isn't even about if someone's sad or mad or whatever. This can be if someone doesn't like you, you're gonna be able to just feel it. They can be sweet, they can be kind. They don't have to do or say anything out of the ordinary. You can feel that they don't like you. And so because I am sensitive to energy, I still don't like being around it, because it's like, bro, I can feel your energy. Like, I know you don't like me. And it's so frustrating because you know shit without fucking knowing shit logically. And then you just have to sit there and act like you don't know shit.
If you get drained or overwhelmed when you're in public, you most likely have the spiritual gift of clairsentience, aka being an empath, and you're not handling it right. This means you can feel others' emotions and are very sensitive to energy. You can use this to read people to help guide and heal them. But if not handled correctly, you do run risk of negative energies latching onto you, creating mental and physical disturbances. So let me teach you a technique I teach all my students to help protect them while developing their spiritual gifts. When being around other people, especially in public, visualize a purple energy energy shielding you from any outside energies. When you get back home or at the end of your day, visualize you cutting off any people or outside energies that are latched onto your energetic field. And visualize a white ball of light entering through your head and collecting all the foreign energies that are left over, while at the same time cleansing you from head to toe. Then this ball leaves through your toes and enters the earth, becoming positive energy. I always do this when I do energy readings or sessions on people, because otherwise I'm opening doors to harmful energy that I don't want. I not only cover more of this on my page, but also on the Spiritual Gifts Interactive Masterclass I'm hosting October 9. So if you want to reach your highest spiritual potential, go save your spot.
You be having people trying to figure you out, but they cannot figure you out. You are like that curveball that nobody sees coming. Part 2. I left off in part 1. One of your strongest spiritual gifts is your clairsentient. So you really feel energy. You feel the things that people don't say. You feel into situations, people, places, and things. You just be knowing. You also are very fortunate, and a lot of people want to understand how you are so fortunate. The way you're able to manifest things into your life, people would love to study. You also have a strong intuition, so you're able to really pick up on people's thoughts in certain events or just things that are going to happen. It's like you always have that gut feeling and you trust it. You have strong intuition, but you also have the spiritual gift of claircognizance. And what I'm getting for some of you guys, you don't even always trust this gift and understand how strong your claircognizance is. You be knowing stuff and you be sitting there like, how do I know this? This is because you are getting downloads from your spirit guides, your ancestors most high. Like, y'all are really tapped in spiritually, like, no joke. You also are somebody who's been through a lot when it came to relationships. So you have a lot of knowledge. You know how to maneuver through it. You know how to maneuver through relationships. You know how to remove roadblocks. Like, you're somebody that people could really come to if they need a relationship advice, because you're very wise and you have a lot of knowledge. I also feel like you're somebody who you march to the beat of your own drum, so you do your own thing. I feel like people can't clock you because you are so random. The way that your mind works is not meant to be figured out or understood. It's just meant to be experienced. Like, why not just throw it in there? I feel like that's how you are with just multiple situations in life. That's how you address situations. Like, why not? What do you have to lose? And you look at things instead of saying, what do you have to lose? You have more to gain, right? So you do what you want to do unapologetically, and that is an amazing trait. And I am getting for some of you guys, you could be a bit of a loner just because not everybody is able to understand the way that you move through life. So if somebody gets you, cool. If they don't, it's no sweat off your back, because at the end of the day, you are your biggest fan. Also, beware of fake pages. I will never DM you for a reading. If you want a personal reading with me, you can click the link in my bio or just DM me directly to book.
Nowadays, everybody want to talk, like they got something to say. But nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. And motherfuckers act like they forgot about Dre. I'm sorry, what?
I don't trust words. I trust vibes. People can tell you anything, but vibes tell you everything.
I hate that people really think that I can't feel when their energy switches. Like, I feel you. And it's so funny because they be denying, and it's like, bro, like, I literally can feel you.
As a spiritually inclined person, as an intuitive, what may have you? Tell me one thing that you do not like about your gift. I'll go first. Recently, I have strengthened the gift of clairsentience. So the one thing I don't like about this gift is that I feel when a man who I have had a sexual connection with is thinking about me, and I feel it in my lap. I was like, no, God, why did you give me this? Why?
Hi, I'm back with another psychic ability video, and today I'm going to talk about clairsentience. And no, it's not the same as being an empath. Clairsentience means clear sensing. In the world of mediumship, that means picking up physical sensations or emotional impressions from spirit. This isn't about absorbing random emotions in a grocery store. It's intentional. It's a direct connection to the energy of the person or the spirit you're tuning into. Now, sometimes it can be emotional, like suddenly feeling deep grief for a moment, but that's not yours. But sometimes it's physical. It's like a tight chest, a shooting pain, or a strange discomfort in your body. And often it shows up to help you understand how somebody passed. I've had moments where I felt pressure in my chest and shortness of breath, and I knew right there and then, heart attack. Or I'll hear something like a gunshot, and I'll feel a sharp pulse somewhere. That spirit showing me what happened without actually saying a word. This isn't empathy. Empaths absorb the energy around them. Clairsentients receive specific messages through their own emotional or physical awareness on purpose. It's a tool, and it's not a curse. If you want to develop clairsentience or figure out if you already have it, start by learning your baseline. So you have to do body scans, know what your body feels like at rest, journal strange sensations that come up out of nowhere, especially around other people or during spiritual work. Practice grounding and energy work so you can tell when something doesn't belong to you. And most importantly, you have to trust yourself. The better you know your own energy, the easier it'll be to recognize when something isn't yours. So, if you ever felt something physical or emotional that clearly wasn't yours, please drop a comment and tell me how it showed up for you. I'm curious. And remember that the only way to book a reading or find my socials is through the link in my bio or at my website, awhispertome.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Spirit Experience. My new series, Angel with a Switchblade, is coming soon. I'll be cutting through the spiritual BS one cliche at a time. Now, go out there and feel something.
This is some scary shit.
Somebody who can develop clairsentience or who ends up being clairsentient, when they're growing up, they're very sensitive. They're more sensitive than your average person. They can be empaths. They really feel deeply for other people. They can sense somebody's pain. They can sense people's mood. They're very attentive to people's moods. So they may be a little bit more accommodating, more understanding of people in a bad mood. But it goes above and beyond people. Somebody who has a predisposition for clairsentience is somebody who would feel the pain of plants and trees. Like if they're walking in the forest and they see a tree branch hanging loose, or somebody cut a tree branch and the tree's, the tree sap is visible, the tree's bleeding, they would feel like it deeply in their heart. It's like they feel the pain and the joy and the energy of things, not just people, right? They may feel the pain of an animal or the mood of an animal. They may feel actually really deeply about, about murder, right? Like when people murder animals for food, like they just may have these feelings that are really, really hard to process. They're the ones that are very likely to cry at movies. They're the ones also that are incredibly in tune, and it's almost like they know things without knowing, or like they feel things about other people without anybody telling them to.
Okay, let's talk clairsentient. Clairsentient is a gift to feel. Some people might know this as clairempath. I personally think they're the same, but a lot of people like to say that clairsentient is being able to detect energy through the feeling, and then clairempath is being able to pick up people's emotion. But to me, they're both energies. Emotion is energy. So that's just my opinion. I really think it's the same thing. You just have clear awareness of a feeling, but that's me. Okay, so clairsentient, this gift is very beautiful, and its essence is very just so amazing because you're able to sense things around you through a feeling. You can even pick up information and it be translated as information through words. Like the feeling is somebody is hurting, and then you see the person near you and they're just looking like they're happy, but deep down you can sense the hurt through them. That's powerful. That is one way I really love clairsentient, is because it's so potent.
And the way that you can use this gift is like if you want to, like even career wise, if you want to be like a therapist or a songwriter, I do think these are very, very potent ways to connect with Clairsentient, because you're able to deeply feel and you can create something out of this. You can help others through your words, through your actions. You're able to sense it. Y'all, I'm gonna start I start picking up, but you can just really connect with the beauty of feeling, and I think that's so beautiful. And it can be very helpful to even managing your own emotions and helping others. So yes, if that helped, please let me know. Tell me if you have Clairsentient linked in the comments. I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.
A clown? He's a clown? Why didn't I see it before?
So some of you in the collective are developing the gift of clairsentience, okay, and clairaudience, okay. Clairsentient meaning clear feeling, meaning that you are able to just feel things without having physical proof of how you know them, and these feelings you are going to be able to interpret into clear explanations, and be able to discern certain things through feeling, yeah. So with your clairsentience, what I'm hearing is that for some of you, you are going to be in a space where you may start to experience the physical touch of your ancestors and your spirit guides. This is beautiful. So what you may find is that I'm getting an example of like someone lying down. I know this has happened to me, where you may actually feel like crawling in your head, like as if something's crawling in your head, or you may feel sprinkles. And sprinkles in a sense is like a, you know, kind of like when you get tingles down your spine, but you're gonna more get it in the head region, right? And you kind of get like not muscle spasm, but you know, like when you eat something sour and the back of your jaw sort of like seizes up. I don't know if that's a good explanation, but that's kind of what you're going to experience. I'm also seeing someone holding their phone. So some of you might be Netflix buffs, right? I'm also seeing someone watching Wednesday. This is very specific. But you could be someone who watches Netflix, or you've recently been watching Wednesday, and for some of you this could also, I'm hearing, be a confirmation, but you may be watching it and all of a sudden you drop your phone because you feel like something has touched you or touched your hand or your arm or something like that, and it freaks you out. Spirit saying don't be freaked out, that's them touching you. I'm also hearing that your spirit guides are surrounding you at this time and giving you so much love and attention right now because you deserve it and you've been in need of it. So if you've just been feeling very like lovey-dovey for no reason, or you've just been feeling this intense energy of just overall love, but you don't know where it's coming from, and you don't actually have any physical evidence in your life for you to be able to for you to be even feeling this level of love, it's because your spirit team and your ancestors, they are providing that love to you, and so is your higher self, okay? It's like you're integrating this level of love just to get you through the days, or just to get you through some of the stuff that you guys are currently experiencing right now, is what I'm hearing, okay? Right? They are literally physically touching you and soothing you and giving you hugs, right? Some of you may be walking and this is not to alarm you because you shouldn't be alarmed, but some of you may be walking and you may feel as if there is someone walking behind you. Honey, that is your ancestors and your spirit team. They are walking with you. Understand that when you are walking out on the road or going anywhere, you are never alone, right? You are surrounded by the millions of ancestors that came before you energetically. They are you, you are them, you are walking with them. You are a big energy. Please remember this, okay? For those of you that are clairaudient, I'm hearing that you are going to be experiencing throbbing in the air. Okay, so it's not high pitched noises. I mean, you may experience high pitched noises or vibrations and stuff like that, but what I'm hearing is that you are going to be experiencing throbbing in the air. Again, I'm getting an image of someone holding their phone and they're watching something on their phone. I'm seeing YouTube, so they're watching something on their phone, but when they're watching this thing that they're watching, it's like whatever they're listening to, it's syncing up with the vibration of their air, and they can feel a throbbing sensation, like every time someone in the video that they're watching speaks, it's like the throbbing comes, and then after the throbbing comes, sometimes it will be followed by an instant download of information. So you'll get random information that you wasn't even thinking about. It will just occur, right? Is what I'm hearing. But your clairaudience abilities, don't be surprised if you are just sitting there or you're lying down and you randomly hear someone call your name, okay? Again, don't get alarmed. Okay, but your abilities are coming in because you're going to be using these gifts not only for your advantage but to be able to help others too. Okay, I'm also hearing for those of you that are this is something I experienced and they want me to share this with you. If you experience extreme feelings of like all of a sudden feeling cold or experiencing goosebumps that come out of nowhere, especially if the room is quite warm or quite humid, is what I'm hearing. If you all of a sudden feel cold, that's an indication that spirit is around you. If you are feeling cold in certain parts, in certain areas of your body, so for instance your feet or your hands or your arm or a particular shoulder, spirit has also specifically indicated that usually is an indication of spirit either around that part of your body. So you could have maybe like a pet that is near your foot, which is why your foot feels cold, or a small child near your foot, or someone's touching your hand, so your hands will get cold. Usually if spirit puts a hand on your shoulder, you might get extremely cold on that side of your shoulder and you're like, why am I cold? And this also goes for the same instances of heat as well. If you're extremely hot or there's a certain part of your body that all of a sudden gets really hot, that's an indication that spirit is around. Some of you may also be working with the energy of Archangel Michael, because I'm hearing Archangel Michael is working with some of you guys if you believe and you know in the archangels. Okay, and he usually comes through with like a lot of heat, so you may be working with him and he's protecting and guiding you at this time and also giving you downloads. Okay, some of you, your light language is also being activated at this time. Some of you may be waking up out of sleep channeling light language, right, and things of that nature, right? But this is all happening for your greatest good because you're coming into your activation, baby. For those of you that are ready to really do the work, especially those that you resonate with empaths or just being on this holistic spiritual journey, yeah, your gifts are coming in like rapidly. All right, so just be prepared. I'm also hearing spirit say make a log of your clairsentient and clairaudient abilities as they develop, as this will give you more insight to trust it. And not only that, it's like spirit's going to be giving you patterns through your sensations, so that you are well alert for when you are really ready to use your abilities and they really kick in for not just your highest good but the highest good of others. Okay, but yeah, that's the message I wanted to give you. I'm sending you guys love and blessings. I hope it resonates. Mwah.
Alright, we're going to talk about signs that you're clairsentient. Alright, so number 1, you're able to walk into a room and scan the whole energy of the room and see like every single person's energy and like their vibrations and like what they are, what their personality is. Like you look at a person even before you really get to know them, and you just like know, like you just know how they are and like who they are, what their personality is. You just look at them and you just know. I feel like if you guys are clairsentient, I feel like a lot of you guys could be empaths, because it's like a clear knowing of being able to feel someone's emotions. It's like a psychic ability or a gift that a lot of people are born with. It's just like a clear knowing of like emotions. You just like know because you're able to read and feel off of someone else's energy vibrations and you're able to connect with them. So especially if you're an empath, most people are with this gift. It's like you're able to connect with someone's emotions, you're able to feel them. So let's say someone's very emotional, they're going through like distress or like a hard time. It's like you're able to feel what they're feeling, and it's like a really trippy feeling, but you just know. And like a lot of people may appreciate you for being able to understand what they feel. And I feel like a lot of you guys could be a healer too, being able to have this gift. But this gift is basically like a clear knowing of emotions. So yeah, you could literally like, if you look at someone, they're just quiet, and you just look at them and you could just feel what they're going through when they don't even want to talk about it. And you're able to do that. Or it's like, people might call you judgy because you're able to just read someone, and a lot of people can't do that. So you look at someone and just who what type of person they are, and it's like your first impressions and like your first like thoughts, like they're just never wrong. And usually like when it comes to anything, you're just never wrong. Like you have very, very good intuition. You could even rely on yourself and like your judgments and lead yourself through life through your own judgment because you have strong gift. It's just like that feeling of knowing, and also being able to connect with like people you've never even met before too. You just know, like you connect with their emotions, you connect with everything. You could also be extremely emotional, because it's like being able to connect with someone else's emotions and being able to read them. It's like that means it's like you're also very you could feel your own emotions very heavily, and it's like you're aware of your own emotions, and it's like you like to work through it because like that's just like your thing. Like you can do emotions, but at the same time I feel like when you're also very giving, it's hard to understand your emotions, that you could sometimes be overly too emotional. Just being emotional, I don't know why, but just being emotional is just something when it comes to this gift as well. Also, being clairsentient, it most likely means that you're like also very energy sensitive. So it's like being around just like after a long day or going out, meeting so many different people, it could drain so much life out of you. Like you'll be so tired when you get home. You could take lots of naps, like you'll be tired, so you gotta like protect your energy, you know. You could also prefer just being in smaller groups, or just having your own little friend system, not even groups, just different friends where you could rely on, because yeah, you just know it's like it's for your own mental health and your soul health. Yeah, and maybe like even animals could be drawn to you, or like different things. You just know emotions and you just could read energy. So yeah, those are some signs you might be clairsentient. That was very detailed, but there you go. So yeah, I'm going to be going into other gifts, but follow me for more.
Blood, sweat, tears on the bar. Destiny, I eat it every burn. I finish watching the spot out of front of baby. She get really fin at the pump. Fucking better be than I get us. Sleep, I said, no, like, no, I need them. Don't like a nature, so I don't like how I want the cake to. Peace, peace.